Hello everyone, I'm Count Christo and welcome to the channel. So as my subscribers may know, I've been really wanting to get into some Star Wars content. I've just been waiting on a few pieces of equipment to arrive. But this is something I could not pass up on. In case you guys didn't know, today was the day of the 2020 Lucasfilm investor meeting. And man, a bunch of news was dropped. Um, Others, and myself included, were kind of speculating maybe they would just announce, a couple of projects, but they dropped a bunch on us over 11 different things. So it's quite amazing if you're a Star Wars fan. I'm going to get into these projects, but I'll just let you guys know at 200 subscribers, I am having a free lightsaber giveaway. So if you're into that, subscribe, or if you're into Star Wars or lightsabers, hit that subscribe button. So the first thing I'm going to go over is Mandalorian Season 3. So that officially has a release date now. It's going to be Christmas Day 2021. And I mean, they didn't get into too many details about it, but it's definitely going to. Season 2's led to some spin off shows, which I'm going to get into as well. And apparently, these are all supposed to have one big climactic event that connects them all together. So it's going to be amazing. It's supposed to come out a little bit sooner, but I mean, if it takes a little bit of delays to make a higher quality even than what we got in season 2, then I'm all for that. So the second project that I'm gonna get into is the Ahsoka show that was just announced today, and there's speculation out there that it's possibly the Rebels sequel that's been talked about. Nothing's confirmed, but it'll most likely involve the search for Thrawn, which was announced in season 2 recently, and possibly the search for Ezra Bridger, which was announced in Star Wars Rebels at the very last episode. So a lot of possibilities for this show. I mean, this is what people have been wanting for a while. I myself am very excited. Again, it's supposed to coincide with the Mandalorian into some kind of major climactic event. They're all supposed to connect this show and Mandalorian, and also another one, the Rangers of the New Republic, and that's gonna be the next one I get into. So the New Republic takes place during the Mandalorian times after the fall of the Empire, before the First Order arrives. And there's rumors that Bo-Katan's supposed to be in there, but most likely this is going to involve Cara Dune, and she's going to be a ranger. There's a lot of hints in season 2 pointing that she's going to have a bigger role in the New Republic, and them trying to figure out what's really going on behind the scenes in the Outer Rim, as hinted by one of the X-Wing pilots in Mandalorian season 2. So this is some exciting news. I mean, who knows how all these are going to lead up and connect together, but I imagine it's going to be something pretty amazing with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni heading the way behind most of these projects. So the next project I'm going to get into is the ObiWan Kenobi series. And this is supposed to be just a one season series. It was originally supposed to be a movie. And some of the people who read the original script said it was the best script for Star Wars that they've ever read. It was going to be amazing, but unfortunately some Lucasfilm executives got their hands on it, and it's now turned into a show. So where it goes from there is just really all up in the air. It could go in any direction, but one major announcement for this show is Hayden Christensen is coming back. And I don't know if y'all are Hayden Christensen fans, but he was amazing in my opinion. The amount of work he put into his character, Anakin Skywalker turning to Darth Vader. You guys should really go watch some behind the scenes for Revenge of the Sith. I mean, the guy was amazing, and this is definitely going to be a welcome addition to the Star Wars family. I can't wait. So the next show that was announced was The Bad Batch. I mean, this was announced earlier this year, but I mean, they dropped the trailer today, and I highly recommend you guys go watch that trailer. If you're a Star Wars fan, I think the action alone will get you. But it's supposed to take place during Order 66 and afterwards. And if you guys don't know what Order 66 is, it was the Purge of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith, which caused the Jedi to all be killed off by the clone troopers. And if you guys have been watching Mandalorian Season 2, you may know the character Fennec Shand, and I'm pretty sure I saw her cameo in there, just a little glimpse of Fennec Shand, a young Fennec Shand. So, I mean, the Bad Batch, I'm really excited for that one. It's going to be amazing. The quality is going to be on par, if not higher, than the Clone Wars Season 7, which was incredible. So I'm really hoping this leads to more animated series, just like that, with the same style of animation. It's incredible what's going on over at Lucasfilm right now with Star Wars. I would have never thought we'd be getting this much at once. So quite a lot of information. The next project that was announced was Andor, Cassian Andor from Rogue One. And this was actually a show that was talked about, I would say maybe a couple of years ago, but it's been kind of swept under the rug and not too much has been heard about it. But now we finally got a release date. Not an exact date, but a year, 2022. So, I mean, it's going to be. I mean, if you watch the Rogue One movie, there's a line that he says, "Everything I've done for the Republic." And at the start of the movie, he murders someone. So, there's a big chance it's going to have a really dark and gritty side to it, but apparently it's supposed to be movie production quality. They're building hundreds of props and aliens and incredible sets, and it's going to be quite a production. It's going to be some real good Star Wars, that's for sure. Hopefully the story matches with just all the set designs and production that's going into it. It's a lot of work. So the next project I'm going to go over is just something real simple. It's called The Acolyte. It's going to be a show headed by Leslie Headland and Kathleen Kennedy. There's been lots of controversy about this. They're supposed to be retconning a lot of major aspects of Star Wars. I'm hoping that's not true, but it takes place during the new era that's been announced, the High Republic, and it's supposed to be about the rise of the dark side. So who knows what that means? We'll just have to wait and see. The next thing I'm gonna go over is Rogue Squadron, which is going to be the next Star Wars movie, released in 2023. Not too much is said about it. There's speculation it could even take place after the sequel trilogy. But if you guys know, Rogue Squadron was originally a Rebellion fighter pilot game for the Nintendo 64. So my guess is going to be that it's going to take place sometime during the Rebellion. Another little project that was announced was a Droid Story, and that's supposed to be a C-3PO R2-D2 adventure. Not too many details were given about it, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see how that one goes. The next series I'm going to go over is Lando. It's supposed to be the story of Lando Calrissian. There's a lot of speculation going on about this, that it could be starring Donald Glover, which was the Lando Calrissian actor from the Solo Star Wars story movie, and could also star Billy D. Williams. But if you've watched Solo, you'll remember a part where young Lando was recording himself, the Lando Chronicles, and he was kind of telling his story. So it could even have a little twist of Billy D. Williams going over his chronicles and kind of like a flashback story type feel, and that'll be really cool. It's in the early stages of production right now. No release date or anything, but definitely something to look forward to. So I would say the second and last thing I'm going to go over is a show coming out. It's supposed to be a Star Wars anime show called Visions. And there's little to no info about it, what era it'll take place in. If I had to take a guess, I would think around the time of the rebellion, but there's nothing to back that up. It's just pure speculation, and should be interesting. A Star Wars anime show. So the last project I'm gonna get into is the Taika Waititi movie. If y'all know Taika Waititi, he directed Thor Ragnarok, and he also directed an episode in season 1 of The Mandalorian, and there's talks that his movie's coming along nicely, and but it's probably not going to come out till 2024 because the next scheduled movie is 2023, and that's the Rogue Squadron movie. So there wasn't any announcements on the rumored Boba Fett show or the Rebel sequel, but people are starting to speculate that the Ahsoka show will be the Rebel sequel. So we'll just have to wait and see. I've also heard a rumor about an Ezra Bridger Thrawn show, and they didn't announce that either. So these are just the ones that were announced. I mean, it's possible they're working on a lot more behind the scenes that they just haven't even talked about yet. And I mean, it's just a really good time to be a Star Wars fan right now. There's so much that they're giving us, and I would have never even guessed that this much was coming. It's almost an overload. They definitely want to keep Star Wars fans subscribed to Disney Plus for as long as they can, because really people are just starting to subscribe to watch Star Wars, and then once it's over, they unsubscribe if they're Star Wars fans. And I'm thinking Lucasfilm is seeing that, and Disney's seeing that, and they're really gonna step it up. And there's gonna be a lot more to come. I can only imagine. But that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely plan on doing some more Star Wars content in the future. So hit that like button, subscribe button, stay tuned, and I'll catch you on the next one.